Look at one look at the camera. He's licking his lips.
Quick nip round, put the phone
The whole herd is running. Oh, it looks quite cool.
When we taught me how to sit, this is how we'd have originally done it. Good boy.
Sit.
And then eventually we've moved it over to a hand action and also a command. Sit. Good boy. Now this is a really good basis because it means we can get me come up onto the scales on a weekly basis and then get him to sit nice and still so we can get a nice accurate weight. Now it might be that our vet wants to check over his paws, or I've seen him limping and I want to check his paws. So whilst he's in the seated position, I can actually ask Miko for a paw. There we go. And as you can see, let's have a really good prod and a poke around to check that it's not injured.
You will see a better view of her when have you been here before? No, we still trying along, yeah, all right. Yeah, literally, if you think about the possibility, you'll see a really good view of I've fed them all, Jack, down, it's just a favourite.
Nanny's got you. Nanny and Granny gonna say. Yeah. North America.
Lots of clapping, cheering, everything's alright. Let's keep it nice and happy. Now the first question we're going to actually answer about Callum is why we train him. Now most people's first guess when we do these shows, people think it is we train Callum so he can come up here and do shows for you all. Now as much as Callum loves doing that, despite the fact he's currently yawning his head off, am I boring you? No, these shows are actually one of the last things on our mind when it comes to training him. The main reason we actually do it is so we can make sure he's super fit and healthy without having to restrain or sedate him in any way. So he can do all his vet tricks voluntarily. If he doesn't want to do them, he just doesn't. Now a really, really easy one we can ask him to do is to open up nice and wide. We can get a good look at all of his beautiful teeth. While he's there, he breathes on me. I can make sure he still has a respectable level of fishy smell about him. Always nice. And while Callum is sitting nice and still on his stand, we can also have a good look all over him for any little cuts or scratches. Now this is important, and Callum doesn't live here all alone at the park. We have got two other sea lions called Jack and Bounty. Now both of them are younger than Callum. Pretend you're interested in what I'm saying, Callum, please. Now both of the boys are younger than Callum, but they are like little brothers. They like to cause him lots of trouble. So sometimes, like any humans, they'll get little cuts or scrapes. Never usually anything we worry about. But if we needed a vet to have a little look at Callum, we can ask him to do this. Now who will lie here nice and still let us vets have a wander round and check him over. And thankfully there is nothing wrong with Callum today. So what we can do is give him a big round of applause to say well done for his vet. Now that is the most important reason why we train Callum, but we understand that's a fairly serious way to start off the show. Now the other reason we train him is a lot more fun, and it is to make sure he is using all of his brain and all of his muscles. Now we're going to play a little bit of a game with him today of catch. Callum is very good at catch. He has those lovely long whiskers on his face that help him. Now, me on the other hand, I'm a terrible throw. So I'm going to get all of you to count along See if you can catch all 5 of these, okay? So raise your hand for me out there if you can count to 5. All the boys and girls and 1 adult. Thank you, sir, for joining in. We'll try it again. You ready? Raise your hand for me if you can count to 5. Everyone's really into this. So this one here is number 1, okay? So we are going to count along as he catches them. You ready? With number 1. Enthusiasm. We can be a little bit more enthusiastic than that. You ready? Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Now Callum would get fairly bored if he was always just playing games with me. We do like to introduce him to new people so that they can come up here and play games with him as well. So I happen to know there is someone in the audience by the name of Faye. If you are Faye, you want to stand up, do a wave, give us a funny dance. Like you right at the front, Faye. You want to come all the way around to Kat, who's over that side. She is going to help you come up here and meet the lovely Callum. Now she's being very, very brave coming up here, so I'm going to get all of you to make her feel very welcome. Give her a huge round of applause for it. Somewhere behind here. 1, 2, 3, big throw! Very well done! Now he's going to go off and get that ring. When he brings it back, everyone out there is going to give him a big round of applause. Now he is going to slide in front of you and try and splash your shoes. Okay, you ready? Here he comes. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You're very lucky he didn't splash you. Now when Callum does something good, we like to give him little treats. So we'll give him a little fish, okay? Now give us a round of applause out there if you think face roll is good, yeah? So we're going to give you a tattoo. If you say, I'll just put a fish in your mouth. No! How about you take hold of that instead? A big throw and Callum will eat it. Very well done. A little bit fishy, right? I'll show you how we clean them, okay? You put your hands together like this. Give them a really fast rub. A little bit faster. And down your nice white top. That's enough. Now to say happy birthday and thank you for your help, we're not just going to give you a fish. Callum here likes to give little kisses on the hand. Would you like that? No! Well, I'll show you what we do. It's not too bad. So make a little fist like this. Hold it up. We give you a little kiss on the hand. Do you want to give it a try? No! Are you positive? Yeah. Well, how about instead, we're going to get a little picture of you next to Callum. But you don't want me in the picture because none of your friends are going to think I'm cool. So what we're going to do is swap places. If you stand here, and if you give Callum a really big wave to say hello again, he's going to say hello! Give her a round of applause, everyone. Very well done. Put a big close up, right? Can you smell it? It smells a bit fishy. Yeah! And the last thing I'm going to get you to do is turn and face all your new friends, give them a really big bow. They're going to go crazy for you, okay? Think you can do that? So 1, 2, 3, big bow. They're going to go crazy for you anyway. You have been very, very brave, and I'm going to take your hand one more time. And I don't want you jumping in that water. I think you might be a bit of a swimmer. Now everyone out there, please go absolutely crazy for Faye. She's done very, very well. Give us a hands up if you think in a race you could beat Callum. 1 or 2. Now Callum, you'd win, right? Despite the fact Callum is 190 kilos at the minute, he can outrun any of us. Now the second difference, actually a little bit hard to see, but it means I get to have a look at Callum's beautiful face. Hello. Now either side of Callum's head, you might be able to see he has tiny sticky out ears. Now if you see ears, you are looking at a sea lion. Seals have only got tiny holes on either side of their head. I appreciate none of you can see that. The last difference, way more obvious, and it is my favourite, and it involves Callum's slippers. Now I need everybody out there to have a good look at your hand. Now if you are an adult, your hand is the size of an adult sealed slipper, so show it to any boys and girls around you. Now if we compare it to Callum's slippers, here, his slippers are way bigger than my hand, aren't they? Yeah. Now, none of you look that impressed. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you both the slippers. Are you ready for this? Just look how big they are! Whoa! And look at that They went swimming along, Callum can hit speeds of up to 25 miles an hour. A seal can only go about 8. So in a race, Callum does win hands down every time. There you go. It's tense. We're going for the blue one, we're feeling it! We're going to get your whiskers count, your whiskers count. They're just cheating. Now that ends the differences between seals and sea lions. Cuviers, they're big front flippers and how they move on land. So if I was to ask you, as Callum, a seal or a sea lion, you're all going to say? Sea lion! So that almost brings us to the end of Callum's little display. So Callum, I think we should try the balls one more time.
Oh, look at them go. Oh, yeah, they're still alive. Yeah.
What are you feeding?
Mealworms and bring them over there.
Oh yeah, mealworms.
One time 50. Oh.